Hey, this is Bolu Akinyode here from Nashville, SC. Please keep up with EaglesTracker, the best out there. Your favorite Nigerian players that may not be getting the attention that they need, but they'll be there for you to keep track with all these players. Keep going, EaglesTracker. Yeah, so I was born in Lagos, Nigeria, specifically Surulere area. I grew up there, played, moved to the States when I was 9. I moved to Brooklyn, New York, but I played obviously in Nigeria. That's every kid's passion. So I played on the streets, played all that stuff. I played for ABAD, in Surulere. Played with them for like about a year or 2 years when I was like 8, 9. Me and my older brother, and both we moved with my mom. Moved to Brooklyn, kept playing. Obviously, like didn't play for like our first year in America just because we didn't know anybody. We were still adjusting. Then we started playing for a club team in Brooklyn called Brooklyn Patriots. So we played there, and then one day, luckily enough, we found like an ad for New York Red Bull Academy because they were just starting the academy at the time. So they were moving from Metro Stars to New York Red Bull. So packed our bags. My brother's 5 years older than me. So for at the time he went for the U16 team and I was about like 12. So I went for the U14 team and they were just starting up. So I was actually playing up. We both made the team. He played for a year and then some things didn't really work out. And like I was lucky enough to stay through the academy from U14 all the way until college. So when I got to about the U18 level there with them, um my last year before going off to college, I started like training with the reserve team and everything. But like I always wanted to go to school. My mom always wanted me to go to school, so I opted to take a scholarship and go to school at City University in New Jersey. So went to school there for 4 years. But every summer I used to go back and play with the under 23 team. Kept doing well there. Then they had a reserve team in the USL 2015, and that's when I graduated. I signed for them, and then my career kind of kicked off from there. And then I played. This is my 5th year professional. And I played there. I played and for Bethlehem Steel, which is Philadelphia Union's USL team, and I played at North Carolina FC and then Nashville for the last 2 years. So that's kind of like my soccer story, and my journey so far. To put it brief. Yeah, I mean I wouldn't call it straightforward. There's always bumps and bruises, but like from the outside looking in, yes, in comparison to most other Nigerian players who've come from who've maybe not had the privilege of playing for like an academy overseas or whatever. Yes, for sure. I think I've had it like easier than them for sure. Um, I just think like I've always kind of had this self belief, and I think the biggest thing is like no one ever had to push me to want to work hard. No one ever had to push me to want to train. No one ever had to make me want to watch football. It was never forced on me. It was always an internal thing. You know what I mean? So from within, I always believed in myself, and I always worked hard, and I always took information on board. So I just wanted to get better, and whatever I've done until this day, like I know no player out there is perfect. Even Messi, Ronaldo, like the top players in the world, they still make mistakes. So I think from that standpoint of like I always believed I can get there, and I just knew like if I worked hard every day, and the fact that I was on a professional academy and you can see the end result right there. You know what I mean? Like if you're playing another academy and you can't necessarily see it, here you can see it. Like we used to go to the games where ball boys for like the likes of Thierry Henry, Juan Pablo Angel, Tim Cahill, one day were Red Bull. So you can see everything on the field and it's right there for you. And if you had the right mentality of, because everyone was talented, if you worked hard enough, you get to play, you get to grace those pitches. So I think that was the biggest thing for me, the fact that I could see the end and see the end goal right there in front of me every day, and the fact that I also had that internal belief of like I want to make it. Like I didn't have like my mom knows nothing about football. Like she never was like, oh, I want you to make it. No, it was always because I wanted to go out and train. I wanted to go out and play. I wanted to go out and run. I wanted to go to the gym because I wanted to get better. Uh, I'm a defensive midfielder. I think I'll like compare to my game to like an Ndidi. Um, yeah, yeah, defensive mid. Yeah, yeah, always. Before it used to be Mikel, but Mikel is past it now. But yeah, indeed, I think definitely that's a good comparison. I'm about 6'2", 6'3" in height. Uh, tackle, keep the ball moving and stuff. probably won't get you a ton of goals, but control the midfield and be a good shield in front of the back four. I think my biggest strength is tackling. I think I win the ball a lot in the midfield, and I think also I'm clean on the ball technically in terms of I keep the ball very well. I keep possession for my team very well, and I keep the ball moving. Yeah, so in 2015, which was my rookie season, I got called up to the first team for Red Bull. So I was on their reserve team, their USL team, and they called me up to the MLS team to play against Chelsea in a friendly. We actually winded up beating Chelsea 4-2 that game, and I played. Yeah, I came off the bench and I played about 30 minutes. Yeah, so I came off the bench and I played. I think I came on in like the 65th or the 70th. Around there, I think the game might have been tied 2-2 or we might have been losing 2-1 and wound up scoring winning 4-2. And it was just an incredible experience. I mean, that stadium was like the stadium I was the ball boy for. And like I'd seen so many players come through and like to be on that stadium, the arena was sold out, wind up winning 4-2. Like I met pretty much everybody on Chelsea's team. I got to chat with Victor Moses and John Nobi Mikel. I went to their locker room after and like hung out for a little bit. I chatted with Mario for a bit. So I think like at that moment, competing with those guys, winning the game, made me feel like, okay, yeah, like this is your rookie year, but as long as you keep working hard and you keep learning, that you'll make it far. You know what I mean? So or like you have the ability. I think one big thing is like with this year on our team, I think we have a pretty good team, and like the first thing I think personally is I want to win something. Like I'll love for us to win the league, whether it's like the regular season or like the playoffs. That was the first thing, and the next step is like my team is going into the MLS next year, so they're going into the first division to make that jump with my team. I think those are my two short-term goals, and that's within the next 4 or 5 months. And that's something I've been working for since when I signed with them initially. Win some silverware and then make that jump with them to the next level. And then after that would be like my ultimate dream in my career would be to represent Nigeria, um, and play for national team. The two biggest things, and I think has been my theme throughout my whole career, and if I can give any advice to anyone, is believe in yourself and work hard. Um, Football is a game of opinions at the end of the day. Some coach might say, oh, no, I don't fancy this player. I don't think he's good enough. But there might be 10 other coaches that think you're good. So as long as you have that self-belief in yourself, you have that self-belief, you work hard and you're honest with yourself. Okay, listen, maybe I need to work on this more. Maybe I'm not good enough. Keep working. And that's my biggest thing. I think if you pay the game the right amount of love and attention and hard work, it will pay you back. So my biggest thing I've always preached is self-belief. Always believe that you can do it. Whatever you want to achieve, believe in yourself. And the next part of it is work hard. Don't just believe in yourself and don't do anything. Believe in yourself, go out there, put it on the field, train until you see results and keep going. And eventually it will pay off.